how long have you been the director for the theater company?
For my theater company, I have been involved in with that theater company since about 2008. We officially became a theater company, and we create original pieces of theater and then take them to whatever city we think we want to be in.
Cool. So, what do you like the most about your job?
Gosh, I love my job. I do. I feel very lucky that I can say that I really enjoy my job, both the teaching aspect of it and also the creative aspect of it. And it's kind of nice to get to switch back and forth between the two. That actually might be the thing I like the most, is that my job is always new and interesting. If I'm teaching a class, the students are always going to be new. I'm always going to learn from them as well. And if I'm working on a project, I love that in theater, every project is different and new, and you have to kind of immerse yourself in the world of that project. So, here on The Importance of Being Earnest, directing that show, it was just months of immersing myself in those words and that language and that cast and Victorian England and all of these great things. But then the next project will be completely different. So it's always interesting. Yeah.
Cool. So personally, I'm just wondering that how did you pick up the actors and actresses just randomly from your class?
No. So we always hold auditions, and while auditions are open to anyone at the school, usually, of course, as you'd expect, it'd be the theater majors who are most plugged in. And so we had, in May, before the end of last year, we auditioned for this show, and we had a lot of theater majors, and were able to pick the people we thought were best for the roles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And how long does it typically take you to prepare for a show like the ones coming up, The Importance of Being Earnest?
Yeah, so we... that show was in rehearsal for about 6 weeks, but even before that, we had been in production meetings for months. So that would be meeting with the set designer and the lighting designer and the costume designer and talking about how we really wanted to do the show. And so the whole process is months long, but then the actual rehearsal process is about 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was there any difficulty during the rehearsal process?
Sure, I mean, always in the way that you expect it, but this one actually was pretty smooth. We had such a good group of students involved who all really cared about the show. Like, they were really excited to be part of it, and so there was a lot of dedication and excitement on this one. So problems, I think it was probably a challenge for all of them, just handling this language and also doing the British accent. But they did a great job with it.
Right.
So it was really it was fun as opposed to like a negative problem. Yeah.
Right, because I invited two of my Chinese friends to see the show.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, their British accent sounds really good.
Really pretty good. Yeah, I was proud of them.
Yeah. Okay, the next question is, what would you say to young college students who are on the fence about theater plays?
About plays, like as in terms of
about
going
coming
and
out, just to convince them to come.
Oh, it's so hard. I mean, I think if people don't want to do something, we require you guys to go. But I think one thing I think about college is there's so few times in your life where you have the chance to try something totally different. And yes, there are certain things you want to stay in your comfort zone, and but it's like, why not? You're here, you're on campus. Sure, go. For me in college, it was go to an athletic event because I wasn't like sure, I'll go to a football game. And yeah, so it didn't become a passion of mine, but I had fun, and I had more fun than I thought. So I think the flip side of that is to get some students who think, I'm not interested in that. Say, well, just come, just try one, and you don't have to come back, but at least you've had the experience of doing something that maybe you didn't think you would do before you arrived.
Right.
So that,
just jump out of your comfort
zone. Just jump out of your comfort zone sometimes.
Right. Well, the last question is, what makes The Importance of Being Earnest unique from the other plays?
Oh, well, I mean, some people consider it, maybe the greatest comedy written in the English language because it's so tight. I mean, every line potentially is a laugh line. It's It's all about the language, so it can be overwhelming because as you're listening to it, you just think, wait, what did they just say? And so there is that, but it's unique, I think, because of the quality of the language, the wit. It's all about verbal wit, and it's very clever. It's very silly. It's just this lovely, like, I think of it almost as like a big cake. It's like this over the top ridiculous thing, and you can just come and enjoy it purely for the sake of enjoying. You don't have to, like, there's no hidden theme, there's no deep meaning. It's just it's a truly fun, enjoyable, witty play.
Thank you so much.
Sure.